Hey guys, welcome back. Rattly fans, drive you nuts? Me too. Let's fix them. In this video I'm going to be tackling noisy fans, in particular fans that rattle. I've got a bunch of fans in my machine at the front right there, and every time they get to a certain rev range, they rattle. Okay, it's not super loud, but it does bug me, and I'm going to show you how to fix them. So here we have a shot of one of the fans on the front of my case. You'll hear as the RPM ramps up, it really starts to get a bit noisy, and these are the rattles I'm going to try and fix. So first things first, we need to get all the fans out and all the cable management that's behind them. So that's the fan power cables and RGB cables disconnected. Now to remove the fans. You'll notice that my fans are set up in a push configuration with my radiator. This is only because I didn't want to put the fans on the inside and take up too much room in the case. Okay, you can see now I've got the fans off. I've got a little bit of dust build up on the radiator, so I shall take this opportunity just to clear that out while I'm here. Okay, so these are the fans I'm using in here. These are 120s. These are the Cooler Master Fan Pro 120 AB. AB is air balance, so that means they're good as airflow and they're also good as static pressure, which is good for your radiators. This is the side we're interested in right here, which is where they have the sticker which covers the bearing. This is what we need to get off, so we're going to get the sticker off, and then we're going to uncover the bearing, and then we're going to lubricate the bearing, and that should hopefully resolve all our problems. I've just managed to get under the edge here with my little scalpel, and you can see it's starting to separate right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this where I've got both parts of it, and I'm going to just gently ease that round, and if you follow it around the outside, you should find it will fairly easily come off in one piece. And if you wanted to, of course, you could retain this and reapply it again afterwards. Here we go. It does very much depend on which type of fans you have. Some of the fans, certainly the Corsair ones do, they'll have a little collar in here, right here, which you can get out, and then you can get access to the full bearing underneath here. These ones don't. These have a cover that's actually molded in. Let me try and get some bit of light in there for you. You can see this is actually molded in, but there is actually a ventilation down there or way into the bearing, you can see. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put some lubricant down here. I'm using WD-40, but a little light machine oil will be just as good. And I'm going to put some of this down in here and give that a good 10 or 15 minutes or so to soak through. And then we're going to put the fans back in and see where we are. Here you can see I've added the lubricant in, and you can see as I get in a bit closer, there's a little pool of it just sitting there. After a couple of moments, a couple of minutes or two, that tends to sort of sink into the bearings, and you'll see on this other fan here, this has been left for about 15 minutes, and you can see that's already started to seep down into the bearing. So I've cleaned the radiator, and I've managed to clean all the fans, giving them a good clean back and front, so they're all ready to go back in. So let's get them back in, let's get them all cabled up, and we'll see how it goes. Right, so you can see we've got all the fans back in now. I'm just going to hook up all these connectors around the back here, get the fans plugged into the little mini fan hub and the RGB plugged into the RGB headers, and then we'll give them a test. Okay, you see guys, I've moved the microphone to the front of the fans. I've just clipped it on the side of the case here, on the side of the mount, because I want this to pick up as much noise that's coming from the fans as possible. This is what I did in the video at the beginning of the shot at the beginning of the video, which shows the noise the fans are making. So I'm keen to do a kind of a like for like. So right now I'm just going to stay quiet for a minute and I'm going to fire it up, make sure my speakers are turned off so we don't get any noise coming in from the speakers, and I'm going to fire it up and we'll see what happens. Okay, you always used to be Heaven Benchmark, which was seemed to have it in the sweet spot for the fans to make the right noise. So I'm gonna run that up and we'll see what happens. Alrighty, just gonna move the mic around a little bit so we can get a listen to each individual fan. Okay, well that seems to be a whole lot better. We're still getting a little bit of rattle from the middle fan, and you probably picked it up on the mic a little earlier. What I'm going to do is I'm going to whip that one out. I'm going to put a little bit more WD in there, and I'm going to let it soak in a little bit longer. Just give it another 5, 10, 15 minutes or so. I'm going to put it back in and we'll come right back. Alrighty, it's a quarter of an hour later, 20 minutes later, I took that middle fan out. Turned out it was the bottom one actually, not the middle one. I took the bottom fan out, put some more WD-40 in it, I let it settle through. I even ran the fan up with it horizontally so that the lubricant could actually work its way down there into the bearing. And you'll hear now, it's a whole lot better. I'm going to switch my mic over in the next shot and then you'll really be able to see. Alrighty, I've got my mic right here, right next to the front of the fans, in between the bottom and the middle fan. And you can hear it's not making a single piece of rattling noise. Okay, just to be double sure, I'm now running Prime 95 over here on my first monitor, and I'm running Heaven Benchmark on the right hand monitor, just so I can get some heat into the system, get the fans spinning up, and hey, I can't hear a thing, no rattling. It's just the lovely sound of fans doing what they do. Apologies for the sound, I've had to unplug my microphone because I wanted to get some shots of the screens. So you can see I'm running Prime 95 over here. I'm running Heaven Benchmark over here. Still got my afterburner up, let's get rid of that. And you can see I'm really putting some stuff through the system at the moment. The GPU is running at just over 2 GHz, 98%. The CPU is running at 100%, 4.9 gig overclock. And the only thing you can hear from the fans? Nothing. Just the sound that the fans make. So there you go guys, that's how you fix rattly fans. Don't forget, when you peel that sticker off the back, the back of your fan may look slightly different, but at the end of the day they're all the same. They always need some lubrication down there in that bearing to stop the fans from happening. Okay, I hope you liked the video, I hope it proved useful to you. If you liked it, hit the like button down below. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell button to be notified when my next videos come up, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one.